And the 125th Munster Hurling final gets underway. And straight away it is Limerick who gain the first possession. On a day of perfect weather conditions, he puts it wide.
Would be more comfortable on the edge of the square rather than out in the corner.
That time it's touched on by Bill Cooper. Comes back into the middle again as far as Paul Brown. Laid off quickly as far as the captain, Donal O'Grady. Into a two-man inside forward line. Balanced beautifully by Graham Mulcahy. Mulcahy sees that one go off the goalkeeper's stick, Anthony Nash, and we have the first 65 of the game. Took a really good position up that time. It was a lovely ball through to Graham Mulcahy.
Absolutely, great ball there by Donal O'Grady. Right in, saw the run from, if you see Graham Mulcahy coming across, and a brilliant first touch there. Absolutely class, brought it down, and he went for the goal. And the goalie, you know, it wasn't, I don't think it was any
meters further back. So now he will be looking to put this one over. Won't want to miss a second one. And there's a big cheer, and it's from the Cork fans because he has missed another one. Nervous early on. This is an easier one, this is a handier one for him, and he makes absolutely sure. 1 out of 3. And it becomes the open. Up as far as Kevin Downs, this one. Holds onto it. Just waited long enough for Donal O'Grady to take it in his stride, taking it off his left-hand side. And this is another one that's gone wide. That's Stephen McDonnell, and eventually the clearance. Good direct play out, but not a good ball. Mopped up by Wayne McNamara, such a good number 6. Back down to David Breen. Second time he's got on the ball. David Breen looking for another one for Limerick. It's a close run thing. It strikes the upright and goes outside. He's very unlucky.
If he wasn't there, and should have put it over the bar. And unlucky, I know it hit the top of the post, but it should have been over.
Once again it goes to right half forward here. Cooper comes onto it after that. And the final shot is by Lorcan McLaughlin, and that one is also played. Nicky Quaid playing in his 16th championship match, again targeting David Breen, and Breen knocks it down. This time there's a player anticipating. It was James Ryan, and Ryan hits this one beautifully over. So first point to come from general play here, scored by James Ryan. A lovely little knockdown by Breen.
Yeah, absolutely, and James Ryan had a fantastic game. But if you look at the way Limerick are lining up, David Breen don't look.
Alan Cadigan calling for it. Doesn't use him, tries to make an angle. That's really to nobody in particular other than James Ryan, who shows his ability to work hard. Goes back, delivers. Fluffed there by Ellis. Back here once again to Graham Mulcahy. Had an earlier shot which was deflected by the goalkeeper, and this one sails perfectly over the bar, and it's another one for Limerick. They may have missed some scores early on from frees, but now they have settled into their rhythm.
And David Breen again, the key man. Mulcahy did very well to break the ball. He was against 2 men now, and a few 3 points up, and as I said, Cork need a score just to settle into the game.
This time it's Aidan Walsh who took that break. This is an easy chance for him, and it's put over the bar. It's taken 9.5 minutes, but it's now 3 points to 1. And Cork now will settle down, you feel. And it's Aidan Walsh who's come to the hurling team this year, playing in just his 4th championship match.
But Graham Mulcahy denied a goal chance.
He's looking dangerous, Graham Mulcahy, as this ball comes back out here as far as Connerly Hahn. Wrong footing, Paudie O'Brien. Tricky angle, but a good score by Connerly Hahn. Back on a ground where he scored 2 goals and 10 points in last year's county final out of 215, and 2 of 7 of those were from general play. Quick puck out, taken as far as Paul Brown, played off as far as midfield partner James Ryan, all the way in there towards Shane Dowling, waiting for it to come down. That was Shane O'Neill getting it away. Mark Ellis going after it, making sure of it, spotting that Aidan Walsh was totally unmarked, just outside his own 45-metre line. Across to right half forward, but only nobody there except Tom Condon. Back out quickly here as far as Declan Hannon. First time he's been involved in the play. Oh, it's a huge one from Hannon. How about that for a first involvement? Absolutely spectacular point from a massive distance out to make it 4-2.
Yeah, look at the ball from Tom Condon, but on his left side from the far 65, that is a brilliant score by Declan Hannon. And we're beginning to see both teams settling down now. The game is opening up, some great hurling, and a great catch by Pat Cronin there.
And Cronin getting it inside into the inside forward line quickly as far as Seamus Harnedy. Final shot from Harnedy, however. Advantage to be gained. And Cork's defence in trouble. Shane O'Neill leaving it there, and Graham Mulcahy sees it blocked. Back down again, it comes to Kevin Downs, and Downs gets the shot away and gets it over the bar. Already 4 of the Limerick forwards have scored.
Yeah, they're dominating, and I think if you look at
Half forward towards Seamus Harnedy. Back there once again, Wayne McNamara. If Cork players don't get that first touch, that early possession, and bounce it away, there's always somebody from Limerick picking up the scraps. This time it's played into Donal O'Grady, and Grady from a central position hits it straight and arrows that one over the bar. His first point. 5 of the forwards have now scored, although Shane Dowling's was from a free. But it's an impressive start.
Yeah, again, Kevin Downs, who's won 3 or 4 balls there, came out, did the simple thing, laid off a lovely.
Horgan now once again trying to get on it, trying to get away from Paul Brown, and he just needs that amount of space. Wonderful player. First of the day, adding to the 233 he's already got in this year's championship, and that's 6 points to 4.
Yeah,
Patrick Horgan.
Tremendous Cork forward line, and you know, they have that ability, and if they get enough ball, like they are they're hitting a few wides that Cork aren't at this stage.
Breen against Damien Cahalane. Comes back here into the centre. Again, James Ryan. There's an opening for him. Gives it back to Donal O'Grady. Ryan might have taken the point himself, but selflessly gave it away to Donal O'Grady, who's got 2 in a row. And that matches his tally when he got 2 in the second half against Tipperary some 6 weeks ago now.
Yeah,
5-metre line virtually. So this to put 4 between them with 20 minutes gone. And that was one he couldn't afford to miss, and didn't. Paddy O'Brien's effort blocked down initially there by Aidan Walsh. Came back to him, went after it. Now Paul Brown, 65 metres from the Cork goal, knocks it off the ground, looks around, and the referee says you threw it up and potted it. This free has got to be taken by Nash, just outside his own 45-metre line. Going for it, and he's driven it over the bar. First point of this year's championship for Anthony Nash, and that's 3 goals and 10 points in a career which sees him today.
He swiped across me, certainly didn't, and I think that's a harsh yellow card.
Well, Paddy O'Brien is the one who was involved with the free taker here, Pat Horgan, last year, following which Horgan got a red card. Side towards Shane Dowling, couldn't catch it, put up his hand. Here's Downs, checks back, well blocked. Good defensive play here. That was really good work by Chris Joyce. A vital interception. Comes out once again. Lee Hahn driving it into the corner. Richie McCarthy showing that he's none the worse for that little ankle difficulty he had earlier on. Big ball in. Dowling! Oh, scored for a 65. It's an amazing block by Shane O'Neill.
That's it. I think it was a fantastic hook by O'Neill. You watch here, Shane Dowling just got in that step in behind him. He got the goal side of him. Brilliant catch, and turned back on his favourite left side. A great block down by Shane O'Neill. Fantastic defending, and he's done very well so far in there. An awful lot of pressure on him, but he's holding his ground very, very well.
The hurlers have got it right so far. It's 8 points to 6. Shane Dowling taking this. Hit that one. Didn't come up for him properly. And out it goes via Shane O'Neill again. Well, he's determined to get his hands on a Munster hurling winner's medal. Last time Cork won the title was 8 years ago. The last time they got as long as that without winning a title was back in the period between 1956 and 66. This time the referee again blows his whistle. It was going very well for Limerick, but now Cork have every chance of putting just 1 between them. It's Horgan, it's another one, it's his 3rd point. To the near side and wide. That time by Hannon, but didn't get the target. Instead, it is Shane O'Neill belting it out here. Difficult one over there for Cork to retain, but they do so. Lachlan McLaughlin up into the corner as far as Alan Cadigan. A real tear away, well past Tom Condon, and he fires it over. And the teams are level. Alan Cadigan, his first point. First time to skin Tom Condon there and make it 8 points apiece.
Yeah, great ball up the wing again in front of him, and he took it brilliantly. Turned Tom Condon and left him for dead, and only Wayne McNamara was coming back there. Cadigan could have went on header for
final. Nash drives it into the square this time. Down it comes once again. And away by Paddy O'Brien. Aidan Walsh waiting for it. Gets it under control. Keeps moving there and gets it away from David Breen. Back as far as Conor Lee Hahn. And Lee Hahn from 50 metres out has got a 3rd point. And there's no doubt Limerick have difficulty with Conor Lehan on this flank.
Absolutely. Aidan Walsh again, lovely vision by him, threw it back outside, and as you say, Lehan 3 points now from play, and he's been very, very sharp, and Paddy O'Brien on the yellow card as well, and that's something Limerick are going to have to look at.
It's 10 minutes now since Limerick last got a score in this final, and once more it's 1.5 backline by Lorcan McLaughlin. In went Declan Hannon to try and win it. Out came Daniel Carney, pursued there by Paul Brown. Limerick battling. Gavin O'Mahony couldn't get to it initially, still in there looking to try and halt Seamus Harnedy, but away goes the East Cork man, up into the corner once again to Alan Cadigan. Cadigan tries the shot, it's a very difficult one, but it's a brilliant point. 2 for Cadigan from 2 shots. No wonder they love him down here by the banks of the Lee, because Cork are in front by 10 points to 8.
Yeah, Jerry, you can see Cork growing in confidence. A fantastic ball by Seamus Harnedy there. He did great work, won the ball, broke away, and played it inside. A fantastic score. And
it was taken off.
Both strange decisions, I'd have to say.
This one, no problems. A 4th. 1 for. And Limerick take a firm grip for 15 minutes, but since then it's been Cork. Seamus Hickey hitting this one into the ground as far as Paddy O'Brien. Well, he got 2 points in the league when they met at Páirc Uí Rinn back in February, and he's got 1 here. Very important score for Limerick, just to close that gap as we approach half-time.
Yeah, and I think he'll be very happy. We mentioned he's hands full with Conor Lehan, who scored 3 points. He's on the yellow card, but that'll give him a bit of...
3 minutes of additional time is going to be played. Still a few seconds to go before we get into the red zone. On it goes to Lehan again. He moves with great direction this way and that, and then puts it over the bar. A 4th for him. He's having an amazing first half. He constantly drifts away from anybody who's meant to be marking him, and by the time they've looked up and found, look, there he is, nobody near him.
Yeah, great work done by Bill Cooper again. You know, he'd no right to win that ball. He kicked it on. Somebody has to do the hard work, and a great turn of pace by Lehan, and what a hurler he is in full flow, and obviously very much at home here in Páirc Uí Chaoimh.
Having a wonderful game. That one was dropped down, caught by Lorcan McLaughlin, then lost, and Limerick have a chance of getting another one, and that's another one back before half-time. Graham Mulcahy getting a second. Very limited.
That didn't end up in the back of the net, because Paddy O'Brien to me was fouled here down on the sideline, and the free wasn't given.
This is Wayne McNamara back out as far as Paul Brown. Limerick have the chance of getting made the next score. Brown hits it, wonderfully directed, straight as a die. Paul Brown, 1 point the margin in stoppage time, and another minute still to play.
Yeah, that's a huge strike again. Like, some of the Limerick scores have been fantastic. They've maybe taken the wrong options at times, but a great battle in the middle of the field, where Aidan Walsh has scored a point, James Ryan has got a point, Paul Brown has got a point, and they're covering acres the ground, all 4 of them.
Beautifully balanced match. Again, collected in the middle of the park here. Horgan trying to lay it off to a colleague. Well, the man who was anticipating is James Ryan. Really hard-working midfield, but very effective as well. All the way in here, lots of Cork backs there. Ellis watches, it's taken back here once again. They try to kick it out of danger there and fail to do so. And taken back once more by Shane Dowling, but further away from the target. Coming onto it is Donald O'Grady, trying to hold off 2 Cork men. He's fouled, jersey tugged, and a pointed freeze. Missed the first 2, got the last 2, he's got the third, and the teams are level for the second time. He's got 3. Limerick and Cork are sharing 24 points so far. And the referee is about to call for the ball, blow his half-time whistle.
Card issued in that first half to Limerick. That was to their wing-back, Paddy O'Brien, in what was, I think, everybody would agree, a good, tough, exciting but sporting contest. Cyril Farrell, we are getting very used for you the way the Limerick are trying to play this.
Yeah, I think Limerick, you know, they're isolating Shane Dowling in there. You know, Graham Mulcahy and Kevin Downs are playing out, and they're trying to get a one-on-one situation. And I mean, it's an ideal situation with a guy like Shane Dowling, because he's really good to field in the air. But I have to say, Shane O'Neill who maybe wasn't having a great season up to now. You know, I felt maybe he wasn't attacking the ball as well. But this is outstanding defending, and I think Shane O'Neill and Steve McDonald, they've been really busy there, because there's been a lot of ball in that middle third of the field. It's been a lot of ball that's been won by Limerick players, creating attack after attack. But every time Shane O'Neill is in there. But that was a great goal chance, and you feel at this stage, you know, Limerick went 8-4 up after 20 minutes. All of a sudden, then Cork came and got 6 points in a row. Limerick came back in. A goal in this game would be a massive score, because the crowd is just all, you know, there's a huge support here from both for both teams here. So, you know, a goal at any stage would be a big score, and that would have been a massive score. That would have given Limerick a 5-point cushion at that stage.
Ger, you made the point before the match. You were talking about the under-21 final of a couple of years ago, and the fact that some of these Limerick forwards scored freely that day against some of those Cork backs. Now, you were right for about half of that first half.
Yeah.
Because Limerick did actually start extremely well.
Yeah, they started really well, and they played with great method as well. You know, they vary the long ball and the short. Now, here's Tom Condon, lovely ball out. You know, picking out the men, not hitting these Hail Mary shots all the time. A brilliant score there from Declan Hannon. You know, when they get the man into space, they should shoot. They ran too much in the first half, I think, with the ball, and they often ran into cul-de-sacs. Now, look at the way the ball is walked out. You know, intelligent play. Walk the ball out, lovely pass to the loose man, coming inside, draw the defender, lay it off to Donald O'Grady over the back. Now, they were doing that really well for the first 20 minutes. They were opening up that Cork defence. They were targeting Damien Cahalane on the wing, every ball down to Breen. He was winning it. Now, Cork being Cork, of course, was smart. Aidan Welch has drifted back in there to go in front of Breen, and it has cut off that. So it has left Limerick running at the defence. Now, the Cork defence is much more aggressive than it has been, you know, up to now, and they're tackling really, really well. But I think that Limerick should go down Hannon's wing much, much more. They had a fixation with Breen's wing, and even though Welch is now covering in front of him, they're still doing it. They should vary the play a lot more. And as Liam said there, that ball into the full forward with the corner forwards coming in at lightning pace, that might be their best chance for a goal, because if they do get a goal, then they're really in the game. But Cork at the moment, apart from the last 5 minutes, they have the initiative.
They have, Cyril, but at the same...
Once again, Shemi Harnedy. Easy chance for him. Comes back down. Still the opportunity. Cadigan went down, but referee says play on. They do so. It was Patrick Horgan in the end who was trying the shot there. The referee, they know what's coming. Will he surprise them? He goes for it. Keeper saves. Reacting quickest of all is Wayne McNamara, and then it's prodded out over the end line. And
Yeah, it hit, I think.
Quickest of all is Aidan Walsh towards Bill Cooper. 50-50 ball, which he won against Wayne McNamara. Mightn't have been favoured to get it, but he did. Seamus Harnedy once again, another shot by him, and this one has gone left. Back out to Bill Cooper, well blocked again. Really good work that time by Wayne McNamara. Well, he's a power of strength back there.
Yeah, tremendous competitor, and did very well there.
And the final shot has gone over the bar, beautifully done. Paudie O'Sullivan only on a few minutes, only 4 minutes into the game, I would say.
Yeah, quick thinking there by Cork. You watch him at that the whole time looking for the quick line ball, and that's a great start. And this is what Paudie O'Sullivan has done in the last 2 matches. When he was introduced, he scored almost straight away, and another big impact by him there.
So Cork back in front again. Just a point in it, however. Declan Hannon goes off. Loco McLaughlin tries to get possession back. Hannon strikes it, but the referee has seen a jersey tug anyway. Diverted from freeze already. Giving himself a moment just to compose himself and make absolutely sure which he does.
Dowling, just physical strength, won that free. He came out and won the ball, but they need support players. They need to lay off the ball a lot quicker.
That's again put over by Shane Dowling. 21 years of age, he's a lot to offer if he does come on. Shemi Harnedy now, hoping that he has a lot to offer by getting this next score, and he's done exactly that. Missed a few, held his nerve, kept going, was very decisive, and once again the scoreboard shows the teams are level for the 4th time.
Yeah, Harnedy, deserved that one. That's his 4th shot on goal since half-time. A great catch by Shane Dowling.
He's going in. Oh, he's put it over the bar. He really thundered that one. It could have gone anywhere. It's a 6 point for him. That should have been a goal.
That was a fantastic catch, and for a man with his power, like, he was going for the top corner. If he hit it low, he had a choice of going left or right. Really should have put it away, but it's on the scoreboard now, and Limerick lead by a point.
Remember the goal he got against Tipperary, set up for him by Kevin Downs. Again, balances it on his stick. Lehan was coming in support, couldn't get to it, however, and it's away by Gavin O'Mahony as far as Wayne McNamara, and the Limerick fans cheer as he plays it down beautifully as far as Kevin Downs. We were mentioning a moment ago where he was. Here he is. Here's David Breen, and that one has gone over. David Breen, who's got 4 goals in the past, gets his first point here. A really dangerous moment for Cork, a wonderfully promising one for Limerick.
Yeah, brilliant support play there. We were talking about that. Kevin scored from play.
Limerick by 2. Down towards Harnedy, outnumbered. But Alan Cadigan gets in between 3 Limerick players, shortens the grip on the stick and puts it over the bar. It's a beautiful score. Cadigan gets his first of the second half, 3rd in all.
Yeah, tremendous score there. Look, great stick work and pace from Cadigan. In a brilliant battle between him and Condon. Cadigan has scored 3 points from play now, and Conor Lehan has 4. We haven't seen him since half time.
Get in the clear, trying to make an angle for himself or somebody else. Lehan available, 45 metres out, over the bar. 5 for Lehan, first of the second half, and the team's level once again, level for the 5th time now in a wonderful Munster final.
Yeah, and I mentioned he was quiet since half time, but great work there by Aidan Walsh, Seamus Harnedy, a lot of pace to Conor Lehan, and great score over the bar. Draw match now.
Donal O'Grady, and Donal O'Grady was fouled there by it's not Donal O'Grady, in fact it's Graham Mulcahy. Well, maybe not. This free is taken by Shane Dowling. He's got 6 so far, make it 7. Stoppable. Bill Cooper raced a good 10 or 12 metres to try and get that one, knocked it into the path of Daniel Carney, a young man from Sarsfields, pursued there by Brown. Carney going back to make a better angle for himself or somebody else, and it's Bill Cooper off his left, and Bill Cooper puts it over the bar. His first point, following in the tradition of Sean O'Leary and Pat Hagerty and Willie Walsh in the pass from Youghal, and another point here for the Youghal man, 17 apiece.
Yeah, and he deserved the score. He's worked so hard.
Across here comes the very smooth Seamus Hickey. Hickey hand passes at a long distance up here as far as the full forward Kevin Downs. Downs goes ahead, goes again, strikes from distance, and it just drifts away at the last as a sub. Bill Cooper lobbed into that zone there in front of goal, and Richie McCarthy comes racing across, safe as you like, read the flight path, fumbled initially by Hickey, but able to go back, pushed over then by Paudie O'Sullivan.
Maybe a bit more direct hurling from either team now will prove better off.
Once again, that's driven forward by Brown, taken down by Dowling here, twisting around and twisting sufficiently to get enough on it to put it over the bar. He's the man, definitely. 8 points, and Limerick are making a change in the backs. Stephen Walsh is coming on, and going off is Paudie O'Brien, who was on a yellow card so far, 4 of them, 3 from frees, and now he adds to that, ties the game up for the 7th. From the puck out, dropped into the hands there of Seamus Harnedy. Harnedy showing great ability to get away from his man and crush it into the back of the Limerick net. The first goal, and maybe the only goal of this game, scored by Seamus Harnedy. 54 minutes are gone on the clock. Last year's All-Star comes good here and makes it 118 to 18 points.
Yeah, well, he's caused havoc since half-time. Credit to referee there, he gave him the advantage. You see the arm in the air. He broke through, and a brilliant finish to the roof of the net. And Seamus Harnedy has been on fire since half-time. You can see that he was trying to drag him down. Great pace, great strength, and a fantastic finish.
Well, his second ever championship goal scored in Croke Park, of course, last September. Now Limerick have a real challenge once again. Wayne McNamara bidding to close the gap immediately, and he does so very successfully with a huge outside shot. And it's 118 to 19 points. And there's still plenty of time left in this match. 15 minutes plus stoppage time.
Yeah, an inspirational score right from the middle of the field. A great score by Wayne McNamara.
This is the goal once again here, avoiding the hook of Tom Condon, driving it smoothly in past Nicky Quaid. Here comes Horgan, Patrick Horgan shortening the grip on the stick and driving it over the bar. His second point to come from open play, and his Three men go after him, and as he did so, he was dispossessed brilliantly by Mark Ellis. And Ellis, the centre half back, playing in his first Munster final, clearing it away downfield, caught well and struck over the bar. Bill Cooper, second point for him. Might have been a score at the other end, probably should have been, and there is the difference. Cork score.
Yeah, well, Paul Brown, he thought a gap opened up inside. Brilliant defending by Cork. He should have put it over the bar.
10 minutes to go. Shane Dowling with an important free now. And that one over. A ninth. Down towards Alan Cadigan. Collects it well. Gets there past Richie McCarthy and hits this one wide. Missed chance. Chance between the sides. There's the Munster Cup at stake, the title for the year of being Munster champions. There's also the little matter of trying to avoid a tough quarter-final and possible semi-final against Kilkenny. Dowling in quickly and over. Another one for him. He's got 10 out of Limerick's total of 21, and the margin's down to 2.
Yeah, lovely flick on there by Donald O'Grady, and Dowling has been very sharp in this second half. That's 3 points from play, and so much over the years.
Absolutely. As Horgan hits this, doesn't fail in his quest for another score. He's got 7, but it comes back here, and Graham Mulcahy, quick as a flash, drills it over the bar. A third for him. Very important score, and now it's probably important for Limerick to get the next one.
Yeah, we've seen 2 number 13s on the top of their game today. Alan Cadigan on one end of the field and Graham Mulcahy on the other end. Fantastic for small men, great pace and great scoring. 3 points apiece each at this stage.
Really good quality contest. Bill Cooper again picking up the breaks. How many times has he done that? And his use of possession so good. Seamus Harnedy on fire in the second half. The goal scorer now has got another one. Goal and 2 points for Harnedy.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at the movement again. He's come across from the other wing. He's wearing number 12, but he's been playing at right half forward. And Bill Cooper again, he's involved in everything that Cork have done. That's a goal and 9 points now from that half forward line.
They've gone point for point, but Limerick do not seem to be able to bridge that gap beyond 2 points. Harnedy again, this time kicking it forward. Back comes Paul. He was man of the match when these teams met in the league. Then it ended in a draw at the end of February. Only a goal in it here. Lost there by Seamus Hickey. Recovered by Daniel Carney. All the way in towards Paudie O'Sullivan. Wrong footing. Condon and rolling it into the net. And Cork get a second goal. And Paudie O'Sullivan, the man who's come back from a dreadful leg break last year, has come in, and he may well have sealed this one. Paudie O'Sullivan getting his 6th ever championship goal here.
A great catch. He got inside his man. Look how cool he was with the finish. He knew all along he had. They've been hanging on all this half. The movement and pace and athleticism of the Cork forwards has been incredible.
Dowling decides it's too far out. There are too many bodies in there. He's happy still, and they're going to need a goal. It's a 12th.
But when they get the ball up the field, they're still creating chances.
From this next Cork puck out. Breaks down for Aidan Walsh. Going back, going around, making an angle, making space. The mark of a good player. He made a really good angle for himself, and he's got a second, a point in each half, and that'll banish the memory of last Sunday's disappointment with the footballers. He's back with a bang with the hurlers.
Yeah, tremendous score.
Horgan hits. 8 for him.